Hello guys, Nightspectre here, bringing you another League of Legends cast, 0 minutes into the game, and this time around we are on the North American servers. I think I found a new way how to cast games. I am able to just go into the League of Legends client itself, and I no longer need to go through the little replay file in order to do this, so it might work out, it might not. I don't know how great the system will work, but hey, consider this a test, and if this gets uploaded then thumbs up, it means it works. So let's go over the teams quickly, shall we? Blue team, top lane will be a Jayce, the jungler will be a Lee Sin, Morgana will be supporting her Caitlyn whilst they are dancing in a brush. Caitlyn of course will be the AD carry for blue team. And then we have Lulu in the middle, with Pix of course helping her out at level 2. Then the enemy team, or I must say red team, is going to be a Swain on top, a Thresh who will be supporting a Lucian, who else? I was going to say Rengar, here he is, found him. Rengar going to be jungling, and Shawada. Come on, lad. Let me have my Orianna, who will be going in the middle. So I must say, balanced teams on all fronts. I am looking most forward to the top laners, because they aren't all that played all that much. Though I have been seeing top Swains a little more recently. One can wonder why. Well, it's pretty much an easy top lane. You have a ranged character. Swain is weak in the early games. In the mid lane, you can pretty much force him away quite easily with the top tier champions, but on the top lane you don't really have that issue because you're a ranged champion, and most of the times you are going to fight a non-ranged champion. But of course Jayce is not a non-ranged champion, and he is going to force his power through. I was going to think that it was going to be Jayce that was going to the top, but instead it is going to be Jayce getting the first blood quite easily. So a pity for Swain. It is hard to pull off an early game Swain, especially against an aggressive champion like, of course, Jayce. But hey, he should have been prepared, to be honest. Maybe ask for a lane swap, if any. Then again, a Lulu is very hard to deal with as well, so it wouldn't have saved him all that much. Mid lane being aggressive once more, Hellpix coming through, double ignite, who will be level 3 first? It will not be Lulu, nor will it be Orianna, as the minions will kill her as well. Everyone is killing each other, I like it. I like it a lot. Bottom lane of course pushing through as a Caitlyn should, death sentence getting dodged. Caitlyn cleverly enough walked behind her minions, so the hook would have landed on a minion regardless where she would have stood. No, regardless where Thresh would have stood. Standard isn't a word, I think. It's not my language. You fix it. Rengar going for Lee Sin. He knew it was there, but Lee Sin is a level higher than Rengar. That is one extra ability. Rengar using the bushes to his advantage, but it isn't working. And that is a quick and easy kill for the Lee Sin player there. Not too sure what Rengar was thinking being a level 2. He thought he was Rengar. He was correct at that. But that will slow his jungle down tremendously, as Lee Sin got a refresh on the buffs. Which is weird, considering Rengar had the double buffs. How could he not have been level 3 then? And Lee Sin didn't even went for his double buffs, and he is level 3. Of course, he got a lot of experience in the middle lane. But why wasn't Rengar level 3? He didn't do the small minions, did he? That's my only explanation I have. He had the double buffs, but he didn't went for a small minion camp. Either that or someone leached some experience when he was assisted in his jungle. It's one of those two. But it was a miscalculation in its entirety. A great dog binding there, predicting the death sentence, and that is a lot of damage coming down onto the entirety of red team. It is looking rather grim indeed for them, as pretty much all lanes are losing. Now Jayce of course going to press his advantage. It is of course a trap, as a never move goes down onto the feet of Jayce, and he is going to get a blathermouth onto his face. Rengar taking the kill, giving himself a bone tooth onto his necklace. Again, this lane is being aggressive. Of course, Lulu now is even stronger than she was before, and she is going to bully the Orianna quite efficiently. All Orianna has to do, of course, is try to farm out and reach the end game. Which, to be fair, should be quite not that easy, now considering the pressure that blue team will be able to do early on in the game is much greater than red team. Though I must say I prefer red team's endgame over blue team's. Blue team has great poke potential though, and they can siege. Now that Nidalee has been reworked, you could say that Jayce is a new Nidalee. Though he won't be played that much. Well, we'll see. Of course, once the new Nidalee will be off, the well, oh my, that Dark Binding was a tad bit too slow, but still in time to prevent a Flay from going down onto the Caitlyn, so she should be fine. Excuse me. Sorry for that. I had to cough. Rengar wants to go for the Lulu as the great empowered Bola Strike is going to prevent Lulu from escaping. However, Lee Sin with a great gank is now preventing everyone from escaping. He wants to kill them all, wants to auto-attack Rengar underneath his turret, misses the Sonic Wave, so I think Rengar should be fine as the dynamic camera does not know what to do. Action everywhere, but they're just basic auto-attacks, mate. You used to be better than that. I'll take the reins. Dynamic camera, you can rest. You can rest. It's all up to me now. Lee Sin, level 6, Rengar needs to be relatively careful because of that. Though I do believe he should be fine as long as he isn't tanking too many minions. Lee Sin does land a Sonic Wave. He has a ward to jump over. There goes the Dragon Rage, but there is an Orianna! Timing, everybody. Timing is all in this game. Ooh, as the Decryptify is doing some amazing damage onto the Jayce there on top. Another great Dark Binding landing onto Lucian, as well as a Black Shield, of course, followed up by a trap by Caitlyn. So yeah, if Caitlyn becomes level 6, then Lucian will have a hard time. He needs to, well, trust his trash for blocking the ace in the hole. That's for certain. Really, the dynamic camera is going everywhere nowadays. It's not fun to watch. Well, it is easy if you can press dynamic camera to find out if action is happening somewhere, but if every auto attack changes my direction, then no, I don't like you, dynamic camera. Behave. Regardless, 7 minutes 30 seconds into the game, plus minus, and both teams are quite equal. Of course, blue team got a first blood first. What? They got first blood? Of course you get first blood first, it's in the name. But that doesn't mean that red team is all that scared. Jayce is not even out farming Swain, so considering Swain was having a hard time, he should be relatively fine now. If Jayce would jump onto him with to disguise, then he can just turn himself into a bird and heal himself slightly as Jayce is pummeling through onto his face. Jayce, of course, will not grow any stronger because he is level 6, because his ultimate doesn't really, well, give him an extra ability. Does make him stronger though, of course, don't get me wrong. Well, someone is being ferocious. We'll see how it's going down though. Caitlyn is going to try and bait out another death sentence by the looks of it. Dark Binding being baited out by the... Oh, nice lantern there. It's hard to use an ace in the hole when there's a lantern, because of course Thresh will always get in front of his ally. Oh my, someone notices a core exclamation mark onto his face. To the sky she will go, knocks him away. Another move will not land because the Bola Strike will. And that's going to be a killing spree for Thresh, baby. Another Dark Binding landing. There's going to be a bit of a pacemaker and ignite. The Pool of Deception is way too much. Why did I call it a Pool of Deception? I don't know. It's a kill for Orianna. Thanks to an amazing flash by Lulu, dodging the command. I was gonna say dissonance, but it is a shockwave. Oh great, you have both shockwave and shock blast in this game. This is going to be a tongue twister of a lifetime. The bottom lane blue team doing the correct play by not attacking the turret, making it so that the turret destroys more minions, which make it so that Lucian has less to farm. And it shows. Caitlyn has 80 minion kills as Lucian has only, well, let's say 60. So it is, bottom lane, a big win for them indeed. Which is normal though, it's a Caitlyn lane, they tend to really be able to win their lanes, but I must say once Lucian will get rolling, he'll be able to return the favor. Shockingly enough, Jayce was able to find out there was a Rengar. So great shock blast there. I was gonna say shockwave, but I didn't fall for it. I warned myself, and hey, I'm my best friend. Well, in theory I am. So then, Thresh is going for some roaming action. Of course, Caitlyn and Lulu changed lanes, which they generally do. Shockwave landing by Lee Sin. He still has a Dragon Rage to go. That's a quick blow. That Lee Sin has been working wonders. I haven't seen him miss that many shockwaves. I think only one, and it was an impossible one to begin with. So, congratulations to you, Lee Sin. Of course, Death Sentence won't be able to do all that much if the Caitlyn is going to get a black shield onto her face. Lee Sin will destroy this tower. Well, he has time, to be honest, so he shouldn't really force it all that much. He can get some bonus gold out of it, so in a way maybe they should destroy the tower just to get the bonus gold, but nope. Lee Sin has already returned. Rengar is going again on the hunt, baby. A lot of damage coming through. Another bowling strike. No, he went for another savagery, which will do a lot of more damage, but it will make it so that Jayce will be able to escape. Lucian not able to escape the auto attack from Morgana. There should be another Dark Binding pretty soon. It lands. Thresh is going there though. Will the Lantern reach? No! And it is the ace in the hole that will finish off the Orianna. It's not done yet though, as the Morgana and Lee Sin wants to go in hard. Flash forced away by Thresh. And because it rhymes, it means it's true. Caitlyn, fairly low, but she has the... Oh, another Sonic Wave landing there. Lee Sin is not going to follow up the Q, though. His mind was telling him no, and he listened. Dragon going to be taken down by blue team, which will give them about a 6,000 gold lead at 12 minutes. Lulu is there on the prowl, just in case. But other than that, Dragon easily taken down. That's a very low mana Swain there. If I called Swain Singed in this game, I'm sorry, I changed those names around a lot. The Never move will land though, but Lee Sin is very huge and he still has another Sonic Wave to go. Whoa, that was a very quick ward jump there. Well, the ward was there already to begin with, so oh my, poor... Well, bad luck for Orianna, of course, because she couldn't have known, I think. I don't think that ward was meant for a gank onto her anyway. Swain was able to escape with a great Nether move though, so good for you. He is out farming the Jayce, so that's great. Orianna will probably not get this blue. Well, it's all about time. To be fair, Rengar had to take the blue there. The blue team is being very strong and have, well, made their presence known in the middle of the map, meaning that both jungle camps are in a threat of being taken by your enemy team. So, yep, Rengar coming in again, another Bola Strike landing from point blank, and that is a very quick kill. Lucian with the calling, gets it from far away. Great black shield there by Morgana will make it so that red team won't get anyone else. Well then, never mind, Lucian wants to go hard. Lee Sin is there again, did not land the Sonic Wave for once, but Morgana with an amazing change, going to get one, gets two, a double kill for Lulu. I'm in a rhymey mood again apparently, I'm sorry. Yeah, that was a great ult by Morgana there, landing the Soul Shackles. To be fair, Rengar is trying to do whatever it is in Rengar's power to try and make it great for his team, but just look at this. That's Lee Sin getting a quick kill onto an Orianna. That's a outer middle turret down at 14 minutes. This could turn into an inhibitor tower, but because of course the respawn timers are very low at this point of the game, red team can't really, blue team can't really try it. But here you can see it once more. Now that there's even another turret, another middle turret being destroyed, it gives blue team even more jungle presence into red team's jungle. Of course. Oh, that's a nice death sentence. Will get followed up there. Phase 2. Bola Strike onto the Lee Sin. He will get black shielded, and the, well, empowered Bola Strike will not do anything at all. Lucian getting caught there will get a glitter lance in the face as well. Never move will not get well used because Swain was taking a little bit too much damage there. But red team is still in the pursuit. Dark Binding landing on Swain. That will get followed up this time. Swain almost going down. Ignite will do its job, I believe. No! A Great Lantern coming through by the... Oh my god. It's not enough. Lulu was able to use a great glitter lens there. The culling coming through. Lee Sin surviving, barely almost getting the kill there onto Rengar, who gets blasted onto its face. And all the time, Caitlyn was destroying the bottom lane. So, all in all, not that bad of a fight for red team considering. But it did cost them an outer turret once more. So they're down to one more outer turret on the top lane. And it's already being pushed by Jayce and a little bit of Morgana. Orianna is moving in though, so she should be able to prevent the Jayce from pushing with her wave clear. So, itemization. Lucian has his Blade of the Ruined King, Caitlyn has an Infinity's Edge, so yeah. Caitlyn will be able to do a lot in team fights if she isn't being focused, but she needs to get a crit item. She will go for it though, I'm positive. Orianna trying something cheeky. There is a Thresh as well. There's going to be a Dissonance. Oh my god, that was an amazing timing. Rengar, however, did not get an assist out of it. So the Shockwave was used with the Dissonance in such a way that the minion was killed at the time just before the death sentence landed there. And it was nice to see. Morgana, finding herself another target, will get the Black Shield down just in time before the death sentence was piercing her head in. Things are going down. They want to go for Swain. It's only Lulu though, but we'll give it a look. Swain trying to recall. He sees a blue buff though. Oh, you would want that blue buff, don't you, Swain? She already used 2 abilities. Thresh is going in from the rear as well. Rengar will be there relatively soon. The lantern gets thrown. The flay is reversed in direction. Maybe because he wanted to get closer to Rengar. Swain gets the blue buff, so that's nice. Gets the kill as well. And pings for Baron. They have Lulu, so red team believes they can do it. They have been spotted though, so it's a 17-minute Baron. Swain should be able to tank it for quite some time, but instead it is going to be Rengar tanking it, taking a lot of damage in the process. The Soul Shackles will get the kill onto Thresh. Baron has finally stopped attacking. Swain going to get knocked into the pit though, so his ultimate will make it so that the Baron will keep on attacking again and again. Not the best call for red team, and especially not the best execution as well. Orianna flashing away, Lee Sin following over with a very quick ward play once more, and the Shockwave will not get casted. Luckily enough, it is now, well, it's been for a while though, but I think there used to be a time that if you were to cast your Shockwave and you see the animation but it didn't do anything, it was on cooldown. I think it still is the case with Cassiopeia's ultimate though. Well, Calling, trying to get the kill onto Lee Sin, but in the end it will be just a basic auto attack that'll do the job. Ignite coming through onto the Lucian, but he should survive. Dark Binding won't be able to land as well. But Lulu trying to go for an amazing glitter lance will not succeed. Well, Whimsy herself and 2 auto attacks should do the job. Gets the assist there, so that's great. Caitlyn gets McHale'd to prevent the crowd control from happening, but the damage is not getting negated all that much. One more ball should do. The command attack for the kill for Orianna. Dissonance being used to speed herself up, but it is a Lulu she is chasing, of course. She can Whimsy herself whenever she pleases. The cooldown isn't all that big anymore. She's 7-4 actually, this Lulu. She's been doing quite well. Her team fighting has been great, of course. Enemies have been ignoring the fact that she has a wild growth, and to be fair, Lee Sin has been doing some great work for her as well. Lee Sin is 6-3, he's been doing great as well, and these two are considered the playmakers for red team, blue team. Jayce taking the red buff. Lee Sin isn't all that pleased with it, but to be fair, Lee Sin can slow them with cripple, and Jayce has ranged abilities as well, so he can slow them way more efficiently than a Lee Sin would be able to. So all in all, it's relatively worth it. To be fair, Caitlyn would have been better off with it, but she was nowhere to be seen, so... that's a Sonic Wave missing there, but not a Dark Binding. I must say, Morgana has been playing quite well in this game as well. It's the entirety of blue team. They have been showing their muscles, and quite frankly, it shows. Red team is being scared, they're being forced into their own base, they have to turtle, they have no other means around it. They're 11,000 gold behind at 20 minutes, let's give it a give or take. That pink ward has been standing there for 10 minutes now, and it's finally going to get destroyed. Well, Rengar wants to go and initiate the ball delivery system, going down onto Morgana, who has a black shield, of course, but I don't think that the Rengar cares. Well, a wild growth will change that around. Not too sure whether or not Morgana was the way to go. Swain trying to do as much damage as possible with his ultimate will get the Lulu with the Decryptify, but oh my, shields aplenty for Red Team. The ace in the hole won't be enough to kill. Oh, great death sense, but it cannot be followed up. Blue Team is still in pursuit. The Sonic Wave lands, but Lee Sin, thank God he had a black shield on his face, or he would have died. Well, when the Q lands, of course. Not much to do about it. Death Sentence won't be able to reach, so this means that there's an inhibitor turret that's almost going down. Keep in mind that, of course, the respawn timers are still relatively short, so one lantern could change this game around. It is going to be Lucian going in hard, going for an auto attack onto Caitlyn and the Lee Sin. Not too sure if that was his intention there of going for both of them. Thresh did not want to get this kill, but in the end was forced to take it, as Orianna will take the Caitlyn for himself. So yeah, what Thresh was doing was kill securing, because he wasn't auto-attacking Lee Sin on purpose. He did not want to get the kill, because Thresh are pretty good at kill stealing, because they have an empowered auto-attack. But you could see he was not auto-attacking Lee Sin for a long time, but because it was taking such a long time for anyone to auto-attack Lee Sin. Is Morgana going to do this? No, she's forced away, the ignite won't be enough, and she's going to die in the process. Shot down even. As Red Team goes for a Baron once more, they need to back off immediately. They're all too low. One Shock Blast will get a kill. Will there be another? The speed up will not work. Oh, the gate just disappeared, but maybe Whimsy will work. Well, that's a great counterplay by Red Team, but guess what? There's a Wild Growth still going down and Ignite going through onto the Swain, so it's a 1v1 remaining for Orianna, and she thinks, nope, I give up. Lulu is 9-5. I'm 7-7. But still, I am behind on this Lulu, and it's true. Item-wise, I do believe Orianna needs to go back immediately. She's sitting on almost 3,000 gold. Oh, sorry for that. Apparently, I need to drink. Oh my. She's sitting on 3,000 gold, so she really wants to get herself a Rabadon's death cap. Oh my, but instead is going to get caught. I was going to call this the bait of a lifetime, but she was unable to use Command Protect in time. So instead it's going to be Lucian trying to go for a kill. He still needs to be relatively careful. There is no Dragon Rage though. But Lee Sin is still Lee Sin. And he is a slippery bastard. Will he flash for it? No, flash is still on cooldown for just a few seconds. There, drank some water. That should clear my throat up. Oh no, Lucian was not in time to click on the ward. That will turn this badly around for Blue Team, as Ace in the hole now coming through. Lucian should not survive. Rengar being caught in a dark binding as well. And well, you could consider this an ace. Swain is still too far away, and well, no, Orianna is back. So yeah, they might be able to protect this tower, but I don't believe it. Glitter Lance will make all the minions disappear. Orianna forced away. Swain could not come in from the rear because that would have been suicide regardless. And that is going to be an inhibitor down for Blue Team. They're moving directly to the top one as well. And that will be 2 inhibitors down for Blue Team at 23 minutes and a half. Red Team has not yet given up though, as a death sentence is going to land on Morgana. Of course, thanks to the dark... Oh my, look at those crits. Of course, Caitlyn managed to not go for a critical item build, but went for a Blade of the Ruined King, which will make her survive greatly. That's an amazing play there, Caitlyn, using the speed boost from the Blade of the Ruined King to give her bonus movement speed, making her way harder to catch, and kiting the Lucian into her own attack range, and not Lucian's attack range. To be fair, with the calling, Lucian has more range than a Caitlyn, but he didn't do it, and quite frankly she was moving at such high speeds he wouldn't have been able to hit it regardless. So standing out of range, using the Caitlyn auto attacks, killing the Lucian in the end. You could see Lulu there being what Lulu does best, killing Rengars. And to be fair, Lulu is a great pick against Rengar thanks to the health picks. If he wants to use his ultimate and turn invisible, he will not be able to. Keep it in mind, of course, Rengar now needs 5 ferocity stacks to be able to use his ultimate, which is kind of weird, but in the end it works out balancing wise a little bit. I don't know. He needed to be toned down. Dark Binding landing on Swain though. However, he uses his ultimate and then clicks on a ward in order to heal a little bit more. But that's in range of Caitlyn, who almost neuters the bird, if that is at all possible. Lee Sin, being the huge man he is, wants to kick a bird in the face. Will die in the process though. Lulu wants to go again, and well, she is able to succeed with a glitter lance onto Orianna's face, who was unable to use Shockwave once more. Caitlyn forced away though, thanks to the calling, but another amazing black shield by Morgana. She's been landing them 24/7. Amazing plays all around by her and her team. So that was the final inhibitor for Red Team, as I'm going to let Dynamic Camera do the rest, because I really need to drink a little bit more. My throat got hurt in that, well, the final 5 minutes of this game. Don't know what I did wrong. Maybe I screeched like a bat. I don't know why I should do it like a bat though. I mean, I didn't even see anything with my voice. Dragon slain, giving blue team an almost 20,000 gold lead. And it is going to become a 20,000 gold lead if this continues. My god. The red team will never surrender. They will never give up. But a 20,000 gold lead at 26 minutes is very grim indeed. Just look at them. They can't even prevent these super minions from getting into their base without almost dying in the process. And that's 2 people on 2 super minions. Well, Orianna trying to prevent red team from taking their red buff. Well, Thresh can't auto-attack it because he would steal it. Could be considered a good play, but this will mean a Baron for blue team, so they have all the time in the world. They have just destroyed the inhibitors of blue team, of red team, so why not? If Thresh could steal this with a... well, he already used Death Sense, so it's going to have to be Orianna with an amazing Dissonance. Oh, use the Shockwave to try and get it. Would have been an amazing play if it did. Don't go for it, Thresh, but it'll slowly send down in his... Now I have the hiccups. I shouldn't have drank that water. Well, turrets are being destroyed regardless. Red team is unable to do anything about this. Blue team going for the chase. Red One's Omen for the slow. Ace in the hole will do a relative great amount of damage as the Sonic Wave went through the Thresh onto the Lucian. But yeah, it isn't working out as the entirety of Red team is sitting into their fountain except for Rengar, who wanted to die once more. Well, everyone wants to die once more except for Lucian, so great play by Blue team. They were really forcing down their aggression. They had to do it though. Well, it worked out. They wanted to go for an early game finish and they went for an early game finish. A great early game finish. They got all the towers. Red team didn't got any towers. They were forced down. Red team wanted to go for an end game composition and it didn't work out in the end. Yeah, it is hard to do, especially in solo queue, going for a more of an end game type of, well, setup. But it didn't work out. Early game for the win. Regardless, guys, I do hope you enjoyed. And I will see you next time. Whatever this I'll do, whenever this I'll do it. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.